Every child is born into some kind of a group and subgroups, and this forms the child's identity. People leave their countries to travel to other societies. In the past, it was mainly due to trading and slavery, but nowadays there are a lot of other reasons like war, poverty, seeking better life, and education, among other reasons. And that's what forms our multicultural environment. Multiculturalism is a system of beliefs and behaviors that recognizes and respects the presence of all diverse groups in an organization or society. Our children carry with them their identities and beliefs everywhere they go, by how they look, their accents, the languages they speak. So, how can we, educators and parents, help them integrate with other societies and cultures? I chose the city of Manchester in the United Kingdom as a representation of multiculturalism, since it holds a lot of different ethnic groups living together in one society. St. John's Church of England Primary School, that is located in Stockport, Manchester, kindly opened their doors to me to share their experience with dealing
I
with
have an
multiculturalism.
appointment with the principal, Mrs. Ames, to talk about her experience.
I asked Mrs. Ames, the principal of St. John's CE Primary School, of how can the school help the students blend in a multicultural environment.
I think the first thing probably to be aware of is not only the fact that schools nowadays are made up of so many different cultures and faiths and beliefs, and that the children within that school have very different experiences. That we're also living in a society where the world is a much smaller place.
Yeah.
Being able to see cultures and other countries at first hand is a resource that lots of our children have these days. So the first thing in terms of overcoming barriers is that our children are understanding of where those places are that other children may have come from or have family heritage in those places. So we work on the principle that it's very important to have a global curriculum. And one of the ways of encouraging children to understand and respect and have a consideration really for other cultures is to not only use each other as teachers and learners, so to use the children to talk about the knowledge that they have about their country of origin, about their heritage, about their culture and their beliefs, but also to make links with other schools in other countries and to make the global awareness far more a main part of curriculum development. So we have in the past done things where we've had a theme day approach. So the theme day can actually be a focus of a particular culture. We've tended to use the phrasing, we've tended to call them international days or international weeks. And on those days and those weeks, then the school focuses very much on a particular place.
Then I asked Mrs. Ames of how can parents help their children to adapt with different cultures. First, parents must respect other cultures and beliefs themselves.
Respecting other cultures and other faiths. And so you have parents now who went through the school system and have done lots of global curriculum type activities themselves. So our children have become parents, and so our children have been taught in a school philosophy about mutual respect, and so that then becomes impacted on their family life and transcends into their own children.
Second, partnership between school and parents.
Relationships and partnerships with parents in all aspects of teaching and learning, in all aspects of school life. Parents as partners are key. You need to have a relationship with parents whereby you can share curriculum, you can share expectations, you can share an ethos and a philosophy.
Third, inviting parents to the school's activities.
And it's very important to invite parents to come into school and for parents to see at first hand the activities that the children are doing. So they then have an understanding of the way that children interact and the way that children talk to one another, and also the way that children can, as I talked about, be the expert and can share their expertise in terms of the learning.
Fourth, parent support.
Yes. In that respect, parents support with additional activities, homework. They support the school by allowing their children to participate in activities that are other beliefs and other aspects of the curriculum beyond their own culture.
At the end, regardless of how different we are, we all want the same thing.
As children, all want the same things, and that's to respect each other and to get along with each other and to listen to each other. And our children do that very well for us.
So think of what can you do to support the children to give them what they deserve.